The very first placement that I got in after my college was TCS. TCS is a service-based company. However, my dream was pretty clear even at that time that I wanted to be placed in a product-based company. My first company was Snapdeal. After that, I have tried to remain in product-based companies only. We can talk about the advantages and disadvantages or comparison of service versus product based in another video someday, but today I will help you in how to prepare for your next product based company rounds. In this video we will only focus upon the very first round of the product based company, which is algorithms and data structures. This round is for to testing your problem solving skills. Now we will start from building the basics, how we can brush up your basic skills of data structures and algorithms, how we can practice various questions based upon it, find out the trending questions, and then finally using your networks, and if you don't have any like me, using LinkedIn to build those networks to find the people who are there in that particular company, and also to gather the most recent questions or use the most recent questions to do a more targeted preparation. First thing is how to prepare for basics, how to brush up my basics of data structures and algorithms. What you need is a LeetCode account. Once you have created, log into the account and go to the Explore section. Under Explore section, go to the Learn subsection. In Learn subsection, this is what we will use to brush up our different data structures and algorithms. So let's start or take an example of the most commonly used binary search. This Explore section will give you an overview of the data structure, what are the different kinds of questions which are there. Plus, the advantage of using this section is based upon a pattern that can be followed in various questions that can be solved using this binary search. They will tell you that this is the code template that you can use. You can use that particular template again in order to solve similar questions. So this is where they are telling, okay, this is an introduction and there are multiple questions. If you have understood that particular section to practice, then there are various templates that we just talked about. Let's go to the first section, which is, okay, it tells you in details how this particular binary search works. Then under the template, they will explain you what is the pattern that they have traced out for the questions that can be solved using a particular type of binary search. And they will also, to practice, they will also share different questions that can be solved using that particular template. So here multiple templates have been given and there is a template analysis. But once you have solved all the questions respective to that template, that is not enough. The main test is if you can see a question and identify which kind of method of particular algorithm should be used here, and we can solve this question, right? So always do the more practices part also. Plus, many people just leaves that particular discussion point. Why this discussion part is important, I'm not going to ask you to go to all the discussion threads, but sometimes there are many people who are preparing like you and they have good insights. They have different templates that they have found out by tracing different questions. So this is what you can find in that discussion topics. Plus, if you have any query, you can also feel free to post there. Another thing that can help you is finding out the trending questions. If you are holding a premium account of LeetCode, it's comparatively simpler for you, as you can directly go to the problem set section of LeetCode and sort the questions asked as per the frequency with which they have appeared for different interviews. However, if you don't have, then don't be sad. There is still another way. There is a top feature under featured list. There is a section for getting a list of top interview questions. The thing that you will not be having is again the frequency, but still you have a list of questions that have been asked or mostly asked. Now there is another way of finding out the trending questions, that is, if you go to the if you go to the homepage of the lead code, you can find that many users or many people who have given interview recently do post their various interview experiences on lead code, as well as if you want to find the same thing, you can find out on Geeks for Geeks as well. Do read out these experiences. And why? Because they give you an insight about how their experience was, if anything has changed in the interview rounds, and the questions that their interviewer has asked recently. So this is how it will give you a combined list of different trending questions. The most important thing is utilizing your networks. So if you already know few folks who are working in that particular company for which you are preparing, that's great. Connect with them, ask them for advice or help or tips that they can provide you. However, if you don't have, and if you are antisocial people, or if you are some person like me, what you can do is you can utilize LinkedIn for the same purpose. So I will tell you how you can use LinkedIn in order to find people who are already working there and they are also willing to guide you. Second is to read about various latest interview experiences of those persons. So you don't need much. All you need is a simple LinkedIn account. Just use their search functionality. Say XYZ company, like say for Amazon interview preparation, like if you are preparing for Amazon, and use the filter. So here what I have done is I have said, okay, I want the top matches sorted by top matches, and I'm just saying mentioning company as Amazon. And it's as simple as that. Here you can find literally many people who are willing to mentor you, or at least have a one-on-one chat with you. And plus there are many people who will tell you, okay, hey, yeah, I have recently connected or I have recently joined that particular company. So what you can do is, there is no harm, try to send them a connection request, or ping them and ask them if they are interested in sharing their experience with you. So like this particular person has recently given Amazon interview, so you can ask them if they can share their interview journey with you, and if they have any insights or useful tips that you can use. Okay, so let's revise what we have learned today. We learned that how we can use lead codes explore section to brush up our basics of algorithms and data structures, and use the provided templates so that we can readily use a particular code structure during the interviews. Next, we learned how we can find various trending questions across the industry and for that particular company for which you are preparing, so that you can do a more concise and targeted preparation. Third, we used that we need to connect with our seniors who are already working in that particular company, or with our connections, or we can also use LinkedIn in order to connect with various people and ask them if they can share some insights, or to read about the latest interview experiences. So in this video, we learned about how to prepare for the first round of the product-based companies, that is based upon data structures and problem-solving capability. In further videos, we will learn about how to ace the system design and behavioral rounds as well. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for similar content.